You are smart enough to know that investing in the stock market is one of the best things you can do with your money. But a lot of people overcomplicate it and never even get close to matching or beating the market the vast majority of the time. In fact, many investors get stressed out and discouraged when they see the market going down. I used to feel the exact same way until I did the research and understood that building wealth is math and controlling your emotions and making sure your emotions don't lead you to bad decisions. So today, I'm going to share 3 ETFs that I have found that can help you create wealth and the process to master your emotions so that you don't give up too early like the average investor during the worst possible time to give up. This inhibits their ability to create wealth. So, my name is Paul. I've been investing for over 25 years and sharing my knowledge at schools, universities, and my friend Mo and I teach people here right on YouTube so that everyday people like you and I can achieve their long-term investing goals.
So ETF investing with the right process and within the right funds can build wealth. It's so easy that anyone can do it, and they would be making more money than most and more than mutual funds and those wannabe investors.
So I'm going to share with you the power and the process of what investing in low-cost ETFs can actually do for you in the long run. If you invest in an ETF that merely follows the S&P 500 and you hold it forever, you will achieve the financial freedom you're looking for. And in fact, you will outperform 99% of investors out there, including those highly paid Harvard MBA guys who are running mutual funds out there. That is not an exaggeration. Everyone thinks those guys can beat the market and they continually fail to. And you're in a better position than them with a specific advantage to match the market and beat their returns. Let's assume you start at the age of 35. Now let's say you buy this low-cost S&P 500 ETF and you generate the long-term market returns about 9.5%. And you start with $6,500 per year and it compounds for 30 years until the age of 65. You will end up with $1.4 million in your retirement account. And the best part is, you can do this without an expensive financial planner that will take upwards of 1% to 2% per year and underperform with those Harvard MBAs who think they're brilliant but actually do worse than the market.
And the key to this process is investing monthly, month in, month out, putting the same amount of money in at the first of the month or whatever day works best for your pay schedule. Sometimes you'll overpay. Sometimes you'll underpay for the entire market. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and this strategy takes your emotions out of the decision making. Trying to time the market costs investors while they wait, and they get back into the market at the wrong time, costing them big in retirement. Dollar cost averaging will help you achieve millions of dollars in your career. I know it's difficult, but you can do it.
So, very simple question. How do you choose the right S&P 500 ETF? What you need to look for is basically a low expense ratio. They're all going to do the exact same things. They're supposed to buy the S&P 500. So at the end of the day, all you care about is low expenses. The average mutual fund is between 0.75 and 1.5% per year. These low-cost market matching ETFs should be under 0.1% per year. VOO and SPY are 0.03% and 0.09% per year in fees. This means that if you pick one of those actively managed mutual funds, not only will they not beat the market, but they're going to charge you upwards of $100 or $200 per year in fees on top of that. But with these low-cost ETFs, that same $10,000 will match the market and only charge you $3 or $9 for every $10,000 you invest. You might not think that's a lot of money, but over 30 or 40 years, that adds up to millions of dollars potentially in lost money from fees.
So now that we understand the numbers, here are 3 ETFs that we recommend: SPY, VOO, and SPLG. It makes the most sense if you buy SPY or VOO if you're going to write covered call options with your shares. SPY has a 0.09% expense ratio, which is super low in comparison to mutual funds. And VOO, our other favorite, has an even lower expense ratio of 0.03%. Now let's look at SPLG. Look at the prices. SPY is currently at $456 per share. VOO is at $420 per share. SPLG, $53 per share. If you wanted to invest $400 a month, you wouldn't be able to invest in one of those full shares of SPY or VOO. However, you can afford at least 7 shares of SPLG. That really doesn't matter in and of itself, but it allows you to dollar cost average. So for example, you have $300. You can't buy one full share on the first of the month, but you can go in and buy SPLG. You could buy 7 shares of that. SPLG also has a low expense ratio. It's 0.02%, and that's the lowest out of the 3.
If you're really serious about building long-term wealth and beating everybody you know, including those brilliant Harvard MBA asset managers who get paid for the nose, click here to watch the one ETF to buy and hold forever. We go into much deeper detail into the numbers and share a great strategy that can also help pay you 6 figures per year on that ETF portfolio.